moving. You're telling your heart.
Not my mind.
No. Guess what? God told you to stop and listen to me. And I'm gonna tell you this. He didn't tell you to stop and listen to me. He said stop and listen to him.
Right.
We're talking about the Bible.
Right.
Every question you ask, everything we go over, it's gonna be straight out of the scriptures.
Right.
Hey, what's going on, bro? What's your name? Malik.
Okay,
You said Malik, right?
Okay. Solutions that go on in the black community.
Hey, that ties perfectly with our topic. Come a little closer, bro. I got something for you. So, before you know how to get solutions, you got to understand what you're battling. Right? You got to understand what's happened. You got to understand what battle you're in.
That's right.
To get solutions. You got to know the problem. Right? Then you go get the solution for the problem.
That's right.
The doctor don't just give you random medicine because they don't know what's wrong with you. They find out what's wrong with you first, right? So God is letting us know what's wrong with us. He's also going to tell us how to correct that.
That's right.
So the same question you asked him, we're going to bring it out the scriptures for you, all right? Malik, right? My name Asa. Read that.
The book of Mark, chapter 7, verse 21. For from within, out of the heart of men, proceed evil thoughts.
So it says, God says, out of the heart of men proceed evil thoughts. What do you think with?
It's your heart.
So you mean to tell me thoughts go through your chest?
Actually, I would say.
You use your mind.
Okay, use your mind.
Right. That's what you think. That's what your brain is.
Right.
That's what you think. So it says, out of the heart of man proceed what? Evil thoughts. Not evil feelings.
But your brain follows your heart, though.
You said what?
Your brain follows your heart, though.
No, your heart does what the brain does do. Have you ever heard when people get like brain damage?
Yeah.
And the rest of their body shut down?
Yeah.
Because your brain controls everything else.
Right.
It does not run the opposite way. Your heart don't pump and tell your brain to think. No.
That's
your
how the
brain
human body works. Yeah.
Yeah, your brain is moving. You're telling your heart.
Not my mind.
No. Guess what? God told you to stop and listen to me. And I'm gonna tell you this. He didn't tell you to stop and listen to me. He said stop and listen to him.
Right.
We're talking about the Bible.
Right.
Every question you ask, everything we go over, it's gonna be straight out of the scriptures.
Right.
Understand something. You didn't just. It's not a coincidence that you're here.
Right.
The Lord brought you here. Like you said, it was in your mind. No, the Lord spoke to your spirit.
That's right.
Right.
Absolutely.
But to the topic, He said out of the heart. The mind is the heart. That's what you think with.
Right.
That's what you're logical with.
Right.
Right. Because the difference is when women make choices, it's not based off this. It's based on how they feel.
Right.
So as a man, it's not the same way.
That's right.
When you think logically, you're thinking with the Bible. You're thinking with the mind.
Right. That's right. Yeah.
Right. So it says out of your mind, the heart proceed evil thoughts. Right. Now go back to what I had. I'm going to show you why I showed you what the heart is. Because the Bible uses that word, and I want you to understand what it means when it says that.
Right.
That's why I brought that out. Just so you know. Just so you follow me. Back to what we had in Jeremiah 19. Yep. Right. So your question that you asked my brother was, as far as solutions, right? Yeah. How do we get the solutions? First, like I said, you gotta know the problems that you deal with, right? So we're gonna show you the original problem that starts with you, each and every one of us. Go ahead, read that.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things.
Right? So remember, we just said the heart is the mind. God says that our mind is deceitful above everything that He created.
Right.
Our mind is the worst thing that we can do.
That's right.
So why would you think that following your own mind is going to lead you to God? It's going to give you solutions. God just told us, He's the one that created us. Right? Hey, you listening? Okay. He's the one that created us. And He just told us that the mind that I gave you, I gave it to you corrupted.
Right. That's right.
So why would you use that to think for yourself? Right? Understand, it all going to make sense in a minute. He gave it to us so that we can rely on Him.
That's right.
That's why He gave us a mind that's corrupted. He gonna show you, right? Read.
And desperately wicked.
Right? Desperately wicked. When you trying to get that weed or whatever drug you do, you trying to get a drink, you're alcoholic, you gonna do anything in your power to make that happen.
That's
right or wrong.
That's right.
When you're addicted to that, right? So He said your mind is like that. I made it desperately wicked so that what? You're gonna have these things you're dealing with. And you're gonna have to rely on me for the solutions like you just asked earlier. you ask for the solutions, he gave you an altered mind that makes you rely on him, right? The scriptures say that his strength is made powerful, made perfect in our weakness. It's saying the same thing here. We have a weak mind so that we use his, we rely on the Bible to think for us, right? Read that, keep going. I'm gonna show you why he did that. Go ahead.
Who can know it? I, the Lord, search the heart. I try the reins.
So God says, even though you have this mind, you think about all of these things, right? He says, I try the heart, I try the reins. What does that mean?
I try the heart, I try the reins.
I try the reins.
The reins?
The reins. Do you know what reins are?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you use reins for?
For control.
That's the exact word.
Right.
I'm going to test your control.
That's right.
On how to manage the thoughts that I put that are going through your head.
Right.
Right? Because we all gonna deal with things, right? You're gonna have wicked thoughts, right?
Yeah.
So let me get out to the topic of it, right? Why did you ask about solutions? Where'd that question come from? Because people don't ask that question
because
lightly.
your brother, he asked me, I believe he asked me, or he told me that it was something about how God is going to give us the solution to his word.
Okay.
And I said, well, how do you know it's the solution?
That's a great question.
How do you know it's your solution? Whether it's your problem that you're dealing with or not.
Hey, that's a great question.
Right.
Because a lot of people don't even think on that level.
Right.
That's a great question, right?
Right.
So how do we know that the Bible is the solution? I'm going to give you a simple way, right? We're going to start with Psalms 19:7, right? So we just...
Hold on, not to cut you.
No, what's up?
Like I told your brother, I got to go feed these kids. But I will
Okay, I'm gonna give you a quick answer real quick to that question.
Yeah.
And then if you gotta go do what you gotta do, come back.
Yeah.
All right, but I'm gonna give you the answer. I don't want you to leave without knowing the answer.
Right.
All right. So you said, how's the Bible solution? Go ahead.
The book of Psalms, chapter 19, verse 7.
Bring it out.
The law of the Lord is perfect.
So God said that the laws that He gave the Black, Hispanic, and Native American men today, which are Israelites, right? You're what, so-called black man?
Yeah.
Okay. So God said you'll be an Israelite according to the Bible.
That's
Right?
That's
You're His chosen people.
Right.
And He says for them, He gave us the laws of God that are perfect.
Right.
But He also made sure we knew that what? Our mind is wicked.
Right.
So He gave you the solution right there. He said, because I gave you this, you have to rely on His laws to correct everything that is wrong with you.
That's
right. So one of the biggest problems that we have in our community is what? Single parent households.
Right.
That's a huge problem in our community. But God says, I gave you the law of marriage is honorable.
Right.
Not to commit adultery.
Right.
Not to commit fornication.
Right.
To love your brother as yourself, which means you're not going to sleep with his wife and destroy his family.
And I see
These are all problems that we deal with.
I see the solution.
But the solution is what? To keep the commandments.
That's right.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in